for pre-need funerals, burials, or cremation since 1975. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. Fielded a lot of calls yesterday at Curtis & Son about the funeral arrangements for Jimmy Nail, and they are set now. Mr. James W. Jimmy Nail Jr., age 70, of Rockford, died at his residence on February 26. There'll be a graveside service held Saturday at Andrews Chapel Cemetery in Hanover at 11:30. The Reverends Lee Walden and Tommy Thornton officiating. A visitation at Curtis & Son North on Saturday morning from 9 until 11. Sylacauga Police Department will serve as pallbearers. Mr. Nail was retired after 26 years from the Sylacauga Police Department. Online memorials at curtisondsonfh.com. Many people knew Jimmy Nail and thought highly of him for his service with the Sylacauga PD as an officer and investigator, and he will be remembered on Saturday with a visitation at Curtis & Son North from 9 until 11, and then a graveside service at Andrews Chapel Cemetery in Hanover beginning at 11:30. Again, online memorials at curtisondsonfh.com. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel directing. Funeral service for Mrs. Thelma Moten Marbury, age 90, of Kelladon, is Saturday at Haven United Methodist Church in Alexander City. That will begin at noon. Burial in the Armours Memorial Garden. Visitation at the funeral home Friday from 1 until 7. Armours Memorial Funeral Home, Alexander City directing. Timothy Robinson, age 69, of Sylacauga, died February 27th. Funeral arrangement to be announced by Radley Smith Funeral Home. Keith Carr, age 53, died at Grandview Hospital on February 14th. Funeral arrangements to be announced by Midway Memory Gardens Funeral Home, Talladega. Claudie Mae O'Neill, age 87, died February 26th. Community Funeral Home, Sylacauga, announcing. Funeral service for Betty Ann Reeves, age 83, of Lincoln, will be 2 o'clock Friday, March 1st at Patton's Chapel Church, with Shannon Caudle and Clyde Pettis officiating. The family will receive friends tonight, 5 until 8 at Patton's Chapel Church. Ms. Reeves was a member of the Patton's Chapel Church for over 50 years, and Chapel Hill Funeral Home in Anniston directing. Family receiving friends Saturday at noon at Talladega Funeral Home in honor of James Roy Wilkerson. The memorial service will follow in the chapel at 1 with the Reverend Bill Pruitt officiating. Talladega Funeral Home in charge of the arrangements. Stuart Huntington Hunter Baines, age 34, died February 25th. Visitation today at 2 o'clock from Westside Baptist Church in Talladega. Funeral service to follow at 3 with the Reverend Joel Davis officiating. Interment in the East Aboga Baptist Church Cemetery. Mr. Baines was a member of the Westside Baptist Church. Talladega Funeral Home directing. Evelyn Francis Beverly, age 91, died February 24th. And the celebration of life was held yesterday. Ursery Funeral Home directed that service. Betty J. Carter, age 77, died February 24th. Community Funeral Home, Sylacauga, announcing. David Wayne Jones, age 60, died February 24th at his residence. The family receiving friends Saturday at 2:30 at Talladega Funeral Home. Memorial service will follow at 3:30 in the chapel there. Reverend David Lipscomb officiating. Talladega Funeral Home directing. Funeral service for Sergeant First Class retired Alfonso Stockdale Sr., age 65, is at 11 o'clock this morning at Mount Cleveland Missionary Baptist Church with the Reverend Jerry Jones, a eulogist. Interment in the Rushing Springs Church Cemetery. The body will lie in state at the church 1 hour prior to the service. Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary directing. Funeral service for Mr. Kerry Banks, age 56, is 1 o'clock today at Wright's Funeral Home Chapel in Alexander City with interment in the New Life Memorial Gardens. Wright's Funeral Home directing. And funeral service for Mrs. Lucy Tomley Foy, age 83, of Alexander City, will be Sunday, March 3rd at 2 o'clock from First United Methodist Church with the Reverends Barry Dunn and Nancy Hornsby officiating. Burial in the Hillview Memorial Park. The family receiving friends on Sunday, 12:30 to 1:30 at the church in Alexander City. Mrs. Foy died February 23rd at UAB in Birmingham. She was a member of the First United Methodist Church in Alexander City and attended Auburn University. In lieu of flowers, memorial contributions can be made to the Ronald McDonald House of Charities of West Georgia or the Ronald McDonald House of Charities in Alabama. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleyfuneralhome.com. Radley Funeral Home in Alexander City in charge of the funeral arrangements. This look at obituaries this morning is brought to you by Curtis & Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. 256-245-4361.